One of the way in which your ancestors, your spiritual allies, and your spirit guides communicate to you is through signs. And through these signs, they can send warning to you, they can show you direction, they can tell you about the things that you need to do and the things that you need to avoid, or even they can predict something that is about to happen. Now, the reason why many people find it difficult to progress in their spiritual journey, the reason why many people usually feel stuck and even lost in their spiritual journey, it is because many people usually ignore these signs from time to time. Remember, everything that usually happens on the physical dimension is a manifestation of whatever that has already taken place on the spiritual dimension. Even before a disease reveals itself, that disease is usually visible on your energetic field, and that is why animals like cats, dogs, and even babies are able to sense the disease, because they can see energy and they operate on an energetic level. Now in this video, I'm going to give you over 20 spiritual signs that whenever you hear or you see them, you should never ignore the message. The first sign is something that we call recurring dreams. Dreams usually carry messages. Dreams can either be initiated by your subconscious mind or even your spirit. Now, these dreams that are usually initiated by your spirit, these are the dreams that usually carry messages. If you ever see a dream repeating itself from time to time, it means that that dream has been communicating a certain message to you and you have been ignoring the message. Now, that dream is repeating itself as a reminder that you should be careful and follow the message that is being communicated. The second spiritual sign is ear ringing. I'm sure you have ever heard a weird sound coming out of your ears, maybe coming from your left ear or even your right ear or even both. Now, if you ever go into a place and then all of a sudden you start hearing the ringing sound coming from your left ear, and that ringing sound is a continuous low-pitched sound, then that is a sign of a warning. That is a warning that you need to get out of that place. It is either that place is not safe or that place is energetically draining. If you ever come near a person or you greet a person and then all of a sudden that ringing sound start coming out of your ears, that is a sign that that person is an energy vampire. You need to get away from that person. Now, even ringing sound can come as a sign of energetic shift. When there is shift in energy, especially in cosmic activities, you can receive that ringing sound showing you a shift in energy. The third spiritual sign is hearing someone calling your name. Have you ever gone into a place, maybe you're taking a hike, maybe you're walking, and then all of a sudden, you hear your name being called. When you go to look around, you don't see anyone. Then that is not a coincidence. That is not your mind creating illusions. When you hear someone calling your name, first of all, do not respond. That name can either come from your soul, who is your inner self, or the unseen forces that we call the wandering spirits. Spirits that have unfinished business with the world of the living. Now, this is what happens. When you respond to this wandering spirit, what you do, you usually invite them. Some of these wandering spirits, they usually look for someone who can free them. Maybe they are binded through rituals, especially in graveyards. Some of them, they usually carry dark energy, and some of them, they usually cause chaos. If that name is coming from your soul, you will notice the voice of your soul. If that name is not coming from your soul will let you know. The other thing that you should never ignore is something that we call intuition. Most people usually say that intuition is a gut feeling, but intuition is a sacred whisper from your soul. Your soul is the real drive, is the inner you, the observer. Your soul understands this physical world. Your soul has been through these lifetimes. Now your soul understands what is about to unfold. As a spiritual person, your intuition is supposed to guide you into the right spiritual path that aligns with your purpose. If you have been invited somewhere and then your intuition says otherwise, do not go. If you are about to drive somewhere and then you feel like you're not fully decided, do not go. The other spiritual sign that you should never ignore is body itching. In our last video, we talked about body itching. Now in this case, when we are talking about body itching, it is itching in certain sacred areas. maybe itching on your forehead area, itching on your palm area, and itching on the down area of your feet. Itching on your forehead area is mostly associated with connection to higher consciousness, spiritual downloads, or even divine messages. Itching on your palm area is associated with the receiving and releasing. Itching on the down area of your feet is